She's like, it's time for me.
I just buried a big one, so I hope she's not ready for round 2. Oh, yuck. Hey, guys.
Welcome back to Forward Farming.
Chris,
Is that quiet?
that was not quiet.
I just got done cleaning out our chicken coop, and so I'm just parched. Granted, I'm drinking water as well, but well, Jamaican me happy is never a bad thing.
No, that's a good end of summer beverage.
It is just refreshing, you know.
Yeah. How have you been? We haven't chatted in a while.
I know. We've been busy. It's opened up the last 2 weeks of summer and getting ready for harvest and school and all the things. We took a little trip up to see my grandma over Labor Day weekend, so that was really fun. Joey had to work, unfortunately, so it was just me and the kids, but we survived 2 nights in a hotel together.
That's impressive. And you
And
guys were doing
honestly,
water parks and like
yeah, they had
regular parks.
so the hotel that we stayed at, it was in Wapaka, if anyone's familiar with that, but we stayed at it once before a couple years ago, and they've got like a really nice pool. They had water slides, they had like a little kids section. So when we were gonna go up there, I was like, oh, we'll stay there because the kids will love that. But we get up there and I'm assuming they sold it to someone new, and so like they're like remodeling everything, but they haven't done anything with the pool. And the slides were closed, and the kids thing, there was a sign that was like, oh, just ask the front desk if you want the kid features turned on. So I was like, okay. So first night I went up and I was like, oh, can you turn it on? She's like, oh, we're actually waiting for a part to come in the mail to fix it. Okay, no problem. I didn't think much of it. I just assumed like they were redoing it. And then I was looking at reviews on like their website later on, and it's been closed for a really long time because everyone was complaining about it. But the pool itself is nice, so like they still had a lot of fun. But yeah, it was just kind of a bummer. Like I feel like if you've got stuff like that that's closed, why would you not disclose that?
Yeah,
Because
I'm sure
it's
that's a
not that
big
big of
factor
a
for
hotel.
people to go to, is if they have a kid area in their pool. So if that's not
Yeah.
open and that's the only reason you chose to go there, that's a
So
bummer.
yeah, but the pool itself was really fun. The kids had their floaties and stuff, so everyone had fun yet. But then yeah, we had to go visit some parks the last morning because I didn't have anyone to like swim with us because my brother was there the first day, and then my mom came the second day to swim. And so by the third morning, I was just like, I don't have it in me to do this all by myself. So we went and explored some parks, but they had some really nice parks.
Good. Good. We made a big trip up. There's an apple orchard that we go to outside of La Crosse. Usually every year, like we've been going since like Dan and I were dating. It's called Ferguson's. I think they have like 4 different locations and it's really fun. Like they have like a little petting zoo. They have like this giant corn pit that you can play in. They have like those like barrel drums attached to a tractor and they make like a train ride that
Oh
you can
yeah.
go on and stuff. They have like hay rides. They have just like all this stuff for kids to do other than just apple picking. It's like $13 a person to go. So there's like a lot of stuff. So it's always just like a day to go there and explore and do stuff. And it was supposed to be like a high of 63 or 64 today. So when I saw the forecast last week, I'm like, we're going this weekend and it's gonna be fun. So I made Porter an appointment to get his hair cut while we were in town. So we did that, and then we went to Sam's Club afterwards, and we just got home, and we're all tired. Like Porter only took like a 10-minute nap in the car, and we took my
Oh.
parents with. So he was not well for his haircut because it was like at 2:30, and he's like, I don't want to do this. Like videos, like YouTube videos weren't even settling him down. The hair cape thing that he was wearing, he's like, it's too tight, it hurts, everything hurts. Like,
Oh.
buddy, it's a haircut, you're okay.
You're just tired.
Yeah,
Um,
so then he got a sucker and then he was good to go.
oh, well, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Jack is like, he's very hit or miss with his haircuts, and I do the boys' haircuts. So, like, sometimes he'll get it done, sometimes not. But, like, every now and then I'll be like, hey, you want your haircut? Most of the time he says no, but when he says yes, we run for the clippers. Um, that sounds really fun, though, the pumpkin patch. We have a place by us, it's called Vesterman's. Um, Kind of the same deal, though. They've got, like, just a ton of kids' activities. You pay, like, a little fee to get in, and then they've got the petting zoo, all that kind of stuff. So it's hard to believe that fall is here. Like,
I know. Well, I think it's supposed to be back in the 80s this week, so I'm not. This was just like the preseason fall. You know, you get like
yeah,
1 or 2 days to
fake
get you.
fall.
Yeah, it gets you really excited for fall, and then you get all your stuff out, and then you're like, oh, just kidding. It's gonna be 85 for a high on Wednesday.
No doubt. It's
Not.
supposed to be hot next weekend too, I think.
Yeah, we were hoping to start harvest. I guess when this episode comes out this week. So we were hoping to do some early stuff, but if it's going to be that hot, I don't think we're going to go. We might wait another week because, like, if it's
Does
85,
the
86, that's not good for fruit to be floating in the water
I was
for
gonna
very
say, does the
long.
water like heat up too much and like
Um,
ruin it? Or I guess
no. So if like the fruit is floating on top, they just kind of get cooked essentially, especially if it's really humid too. Like it's just
everyone, that's
too
how they
much,
make cranberry sauce. They do it
honestly.
deep in the South.
Yes.
Just a
But
giant vat of cranberry sauce.
what it turns into, it kind of like the fruit kind of starts to just break down, like the flesh inside gets a little
Mm,
soft, and then it's not good, not as
that makes
good
sense. Yeah.
anymore. So hopefully it's not that hot and we can get some stuff up and going. But
Is it kind of late for you? Because didn't you do an early harvest in August last year?
no, we haven't
Oh,
done anything in August for a while. We used to do a white fruit harvest, and we used
mm,
to do that like middle of August, which is crazy to think about. Um, and that was when the white cranberry juice was super popular, like back in like 2010 era. So they liked getting that white fruit before it started to turn color for the white juices. But now we don't do that anymore. Now they're all about just like the late season stuff, and they're looking for fruit that has a darker color versus the white stuff that they used to like. So it changes when the market changes.
yeah. Hmm.
So that's,
Well, at least too, it's probably harder to do early harvest if you can't do it when it's hot. Like,
yeah,
good luck
especially in
finding a day
August.
in August. Yeah, no doubt.
Yuck. Yeah. How was you guys had your first week of school?
We did. We survived. We I, I don't want to say I think we did thrive. I think we did. I'm impressed with all of us. Um yeah, Tuesday was our first day of school. Sophia's in second grade. Joe is in kindergarten, and they had a good first week. We really we weren't late at all, so that's a plus. We were like on time a couple of days, but we we did good. I'm impressed with us, and hopefully the rest of the year goes smoothly. I'm trying to,
Knock on wood.
um, I know, I'm trying to like just get in good habits to start with so that things are easier. Like we've got the bins that I put their clothes in, and we've got the, sorry, we have a tablet issue right now. Okay, back to it. So I've got the bins that we put their clothes in. I'm also trying to get in the habit of going through the kids' backpacks every night because Sophia's good about letting me know when like there's stuff that needs to be signed or like looked at and stuff. Joe, on the other hand, was not. And granted, he was just in um 4K last year, so like there wasn't a lot of stuff, but there was plus. But I've been good at that so far.
Good.
It should, like it's everyone listening is probably like, wow, Becca, how are you an adult at this point in your life? I don't know, honestly, but I'm trying my best.
You're doing the best you can. That's all that matters.
yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe I am a bad adult, but
You got stuff going on, man. It's fine.
no doubt. Yeah. So, yeah, everything's going good. The kids like their teachers and their friends and their school. So, the one thing that Sophia is always asked to do is take the bus home. But we we tried it once when she was in 4K. Granted, she was in 4K, and um, the way like where we lived, she was like the last one to get off the bus. So she was on the bus for like over an hour, and so she kept falling asleep. So we did it for like a week, and then we were like, wait. Um, but she's insistent that she can take the bus now. But we had to explain to her like she's not old enough to get off the bus and come home alone because we are still at work. And so they go to cat care or daycare after work or after school. So it works out. But she's counting down the days till she's old enough to ride the bus and come home alone. Which I don't, is there like a law of how old kids have to be to stay home alone?
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. Hmm.
And maybe it depends on if there's like other kids in the house with them too. Like if she and Joe rode home together. I don't know.
I don't know. And I'm not, it'll be a couple years before I'm cool with it. So.
Yeah. I don't think I was even allowed to be home alone until I was like 10 or something. Like, and now there's like
That seems like a
8-year-olds
pretty
down
good
this.
number.
Yeah, now there's like kids that are 8 or 9 down the road that are like, oh, we have our babysitter certification if you need babysitters. I'm like, you're still an infant yourself. No, thank you.
I mean, yeah, now that you say that, I think I was babysitting probably like 12, 13.
Yeah, and isn't that
That's,
crazy?
that's a scary thought. Yeah.
No, no, thank you. I wasn't even comfortable babysitting when I was in high school.
Adulting.
It's tough.
Um, so what about you? Do you want to talk about
Do I want to
He-Man?
talk about 3K? Oh my gosh. We're starting when this comes out, we're starting this week. Doing 3K just 2 days a week for 3 hours. It's fine. He's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. But all of a sudden, so yeah, he's got like 8 to 10 kids in his class. And we did like a meet the teacher night 2 weeks ago when it was so hot and they don't have air conditioning in the building. It's like
Hmm.
in a building that's attached to a church. So you'd think there'd be air conditioning in it, and it's on like a second floor. And they're tiny little classrooms, but man, if there's no air conditioning, it's like 85. Oh, that's gonna be miserable for 3 hours. It's 3 hours. It'll be fine.
Fine. He'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And just like learning all of the rules of 3K, they're like the big thing that they had to reiterate was that you have to be potty trained, otherwise you can't go to school. And you have to bring an extra change of clothes with them. So if they pee their pants, the teachers will help them change into their clean clothes. And if they poop at school, they don't like mess with helping them like clean up or anything. They'll tell you when you pick them up, like, hey, he pooped, you might want to like change his underwear when he gets home. Or if he like poops his pants while he's at school, you get an immediate call to be like, hey, come pick your kid out, take him home. And I've heard like that if a kid in like 3K or 4K poops their pants more than like twice, they have to stay home for like 3 weeks until they're like more
Like a
potty trained.
suspension.
Yeah,
Oh.
like they need to stay home for like 3 or 4 weeks until they're like fully potty trained and then they can try it again. But like these are little babies.
Oh.
They're gonna
That's
get
so sad.
punished for pooping their. So I'm a little
I mean,
that's it makes sense. Like
yeah.
that's really slick for the teachers not to have to like you know how much time that would take if they had to wipe everybody anyway. Um so I'm not worried about that so much because he's really good at going on the potty and stuff, but I am worried about him pulling his pants back up because he
I
doesn't
have
like.
to imagine that they'll help him with that.
Yeah, I kind of warned the teacher. I was like, so he's really good about like going to the bathroom, but he always just like when he goes, he just like strips down. Like he doesn't keep his pants around his ankles or anything. He just like kicks him off. So I'm like, he doesn't like putting his pants back on. So will you help him with that? She's like, yeah, we usually have a couple kids every year that just like run into the classroom without their pants on, and we have to kind of corral them. So we try to
I
catch them
swear
at the
Jackson
door.
has not been to that school. He has not been to that school.
No, and it's like anytime we try to get Porter to like pull his pants on or like, okay, here's a pair of pants, put them on, he just has like this huge meltdown. Like he wears pants every day. It's not like it's a foreign concept, but like putting them on himself, he's like, no, I don't want to. It's
I'm
like throw some holy water on you. I don't know why this is so traumatic.
I'm betting once he's around other kids and like if he sees them kind of doing it and like I feel like he'll make good strides with that. Like honestly, sometimes Jack does better going to the bathroom at school than he does at home. I think just because of the structure and stuff. Because like when we're at home, if we're in the house, we ask him all the time if he has to go. But like when we're outside working and stuff, it's just not something we think about. He's better now, but like a lot of the time he'd be like just doing his own thing and he's like, I have to go potty like immediately.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
that's
guessing once he gets around other kids, he'll have a little growth spurt.
yeah. And once he kind of gets into the routine and figures out like the class schedule will be easier too. But like he's going through a weird thing right now too, where he has been like my little Velcro baby. And like obviously we've spent every single day together, but if I go to drop him off with my mom or something, he could care less. Like it's the greatest day ever. He doesn't have to be around me. Like it's great. And then all of a sudden he just will freak out if I'm not touching him. I'm like, what what's going on? I went out for lunch with a couple girlfriends the other day, and Dan had him the first part when I was gone. He was mowing with him, and then he went with my mom after lunch. And when I came back, she was giving him a bath, and he was just like screaming and crying. He's like, I want my mommy. Like, I don't want to be with grandma anymore. Where's mommy? Like, what is this? Like, you've never ever done this before. And so I get up there and he's like shaking and having a
Oh,
like a full panic attack. And I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I want to go home. I want mommy. And I'm like, okay, let's go home. And like that whole night, he's like, if I went to the bathroom and shut the door, he's like another meltdown because I'm not there. So I'm like, listen, if you do this when I try to drop you off for school, you're coming home with me. Like, like I cannot handle that kind of a meltdown on your first day of school because I'm just gonna say sorry. We're gonna try homeschooling or try it again next year because I can't handle. Like I will be crying too. We both cannot be that same kind of emotional wavelength together. Like you need to be the strong one here, buddy. You need
you
to.
can't. No, you can't let him see you cry.
Oh no,
Wait
no,
till.
no.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, wait till after you drop him off.
I'm gonna wear sunglasses. Like I'm gonna be smelling some salts.
Well, double dose of that. What is that stuff? The happy pills. Ashwagandha. Is that what it's called?
Gonna overdose that morning, so I'm super happy and super calm.
Um, Speaking of that though, okay, you take like just straight up that, right?
I
Is it
do.
anything else in the
No,
supplement?
no, it's just straight ashwagandha. I don't know what it's called.
I think that's
It's
what they say. That's how I say it. I started taking. Oh, hello, Gracie. I started taking. It's called Adrenal Restore from First Form. It's like, in the little description of it, it's to help boost and stabilize your mood, to improve your energy, and oh, there's one more thing it's supposed to do. I don't remember what, but it's got the ashwagandha in it. Honestly, though, no shit, I've been taking it for almost a week, and I think it's helping like a lot, and especially with energy. I usually get in a bad habit of energy drinks just because I get tired really easily. And last week, I think I only had one energy drink. So
That's
go me.
impressive. That's good. I take magnesium before bed. I take vitamin D sometimes. I'm not as religious about it as I was. And then I take my ashwagandha. But apparently you're only
Someone's
supposed to
gonna message us and be like, "That's not how you say it."
you dum-dums. I take that like on a when I need it basis though, because apparently you can get addicted to it, and when you come off it, it's like scary. So
Ah,
don't know if that's true. It says take daily, but
I'm gonna have to look into that. We
yeah,
should compare how much ashwagandha is in our product.
mine's extra strength. I didn't know I had extra strength. So I have a doctor's appointment coming up, so I'm going to like take my bundle of vitamins and be like, hey,
Am I am I addicted to this? Yeah, because I would hope that it's not like a withdrawal of, like the withdrawal from Lexapro. That was something I don't need to do ever again.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. This was like my last ditch attempt before like going to my doctor and be like, hey, listen, can you write me something, because I need to get out of this funk. And it's working. I mean, it might it might just be time to come out of it. I don't whatever, but it helps. It helps when I need it.
yeah,
I
I think that's important because, like, I was Googling it, but I I Googled the wrong thing. So, uh, withdrawal symptoms.
I'm writing
Don't
this.
Google that. Don't Google it.
Okay, I'm writing this pocket of sunshine, and it's very annoying. It's blinding me.
It's great natural light, though. Yeah, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm so itchy. I still have
Do you still have your monkeypox?
I do still have my monkey.
I shouldn't joke
started.
about that.
No, so I don't know. I think I posted about it on Instagram like once, but it's been over a month now that I've had this, and I like had some spots on my belly and like up on my upper torso, and I went to the dermatologist pretty quickly because I like sent her a picture, and I was like, what is this?
Well, what did you
And
describe them as? Because it was like word for word what monkeypox is.
oh, okay. Well, so first, when Sassy was down in the creek and we were down there helping her, I accidentally got into some wild parsnip. So like my arm is still got spots, but my arm and my leg had the wild parsnip. But then all of a sudden I started getting like spots and they started like on my neck and then it kind of like went down my body. And so I guess when I was describing you the wild parsnip, it was like pus-filled blisters or something like that. And when you said that, I looked up monkeypox symptoms and it was literally everything that I had. And I was like, oh no. But yeah, so I sent a picture to my dermatologist. The wild parsnip, obviously, I knew like I just had to let it run its course. But the other ones were concerning because they weren't going away. And she asked if I had been sick recently, and I was like, no, because it's like a viral rash. Apparently, normally people have like a respiratory infection, and then they get this rash. And she's like, it's probably gonna get worse before it gets better. Um, so she was right. It's still getting worse. They gave me a cream to put on. I don't know if it's really doing anything, but I remembered a while ago you told me to get bar soap. I did buy that today at Target. It smells terrible, but I'm gonna lather myself down tonight. And I was thinking maybe if I take like an Epsom salt bath, I don't know if that would make it worse or better, but man, not
Yeah, when
fun.
I had the pups rash at the end of my pregnancy with Porter, like I couldn't take anything for that. Like I don't think I could take Benadryl, but I could take Benadryl cream and like cortisone.
Mm,
And then I read somewhere that tar soap was good for like itchy spots like that. Yeah, I remember it really stunk. It was like Dr. Sasquatch or something.
yeah, that's what I bought. That was the only thing. 'Cause I was like, oh, maybe they've got like a female version that smells better, but no,
No,
that's
Nurse
a,
Sasquatch.
I don't even care. If I smell whatever, if it makes me
Yeah,
stop itching, it's worth it.
I hope so, because that's a long time. That was almost a month ago. 3 weeks, 3
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while, but
Because like with the parsnip stuff, that can spread through the oils too. It's not even contact. Like if you have it and then like rub somewhere, can it transfer that easy?
I think so with the oil, but honestly mine didn't really go far, but I was careful not to like touch it on anything. And my leg healed pretty quickly up too. It's just like, I don't know, a couple random spots. They don't itch or anything. They just look kind of gross.
So moral of the story, you don't have monkeypox.
No.
That's great. Great news. I was very concerned when you sent that original message. I'm like, oh my gosh.
The funny thing is, it was like right after State Fair. I had never even heard of monkeypox. I did not know that it was like a thing coming
It's gonna
towards
be
us.
the next COVID, I think.
But you were
I'm
like, oh
full
my
like bunker. I'm going like full tinfoil hat on this one. Anyway.
God.
Anyway, I'm going full tinfoil hat on a lot of things lately. Maybe that's
Buckle up.
my
It's
sign.
gonna be a wild fall.
Maybe that's my sign that I just need more ashwagandha. I like. If you ever feel like I'm going to like too full tinfoil hat, just be like, "Girl, have you taken your
Have
meds?"
you taken your happy pills yet?
If not, you should probably double up.
Oh, you gotta. Okay, I know you don't take vitamin D very much anymore, but those were my happy gummy worms. Those are vitamin D and saffron, I think it was. Those work really well. Except don't leave them in your car in the hot sun because they melt together.
To one great big gummy worm.
Just take a big old bite out of it.
Is that what you
No,
did? Did you just
no,
take chomps out of it or cut it back up?
no, no. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't know if you can overdose on this. I don't really think I should, so I threw them away.
I remember when I was in college, I had a thing of my multivitamins. I remember like one night I came home from the bars and I was like, it'd be really funny if I just emptied these all out and like pretend I ate them all. Send a Snapchat. Some of my friends would be like, because I went to a nursing school, so I knew a lot of nurses. I was like, oh my God, I ate all of these. What's going to happen? Can I overdose on my multivitamin? And then I had like 3 people call me like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, what's going to happen?
I feel like you'd pee out the extra vitamins, wouldn't you? Can you overdose on vitamins?
You can.
Mm.
You can.
Mm.
And then you get called an
Also,
idiot.
I feel really old because I didn't even have Snapchat in college.
This is like the tail end of my college year.
Mm.
It was like,
I'm very glad we didn't have Snapchat in college. That could have been bad.
yeah, I think we scooted out at the right time. I can't imagine going to a bar and having like everything I did documented the way that people do now.
No, not in college. We don't need that.
No, the memories are bad enough. The lack of.
Jack's farming in here now.
What are we farming?
I don't know. He's got his dump truck and he's hauling a pickup truck.
Hmm.
Your truck is stuck. So, well,
That might be our sign.
might be our sign. Hey, we got a good 30 minutes before we got few interruptions.
I love when the demon voices come out. That's how
What are
you
you
really
doing?
know. That's how you know it's time to go, when the demon voices come out to play.
You what?
You out.
Oh, you're dumping me out? Oh, you're dumping your dump truck out.
No, my will.
Anyways, thank you guys for listening. If you're not following us yet, you can watch us on YouTube if you want. Go follow us over at Forward Farming Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. Becca's over at beccahilby, and I'm over at cranberrychats. And we would really appreciate if you guys left us a review. I think you can do that on Apple or Spotify. I don't know anywhere else, but if you do, let us know so we can check it out. Or send us a message somewhere. Just say hi or that you're listening. Or if you have any guest requests for the rest of the season, we'd love to hear what you guys are into right now. If there's any topics you want us to talk about, let us know so we can.
Yeah, we got a good response on the. Oh, we got a good response when you posted about it last time. So we've
Yeah.
got a lot of good people that we got to reach out to and hopefully get on the schedule.
Yes, it might be bumpy with harvest coming out, but we'll do our best and hopefully keep the episodes coming. So thank you guys for hanging around with us, and hopefully we're back to a more consistent schedule on our new days on Wednesdays.
Woo!
Happy Hump Day!
Wild Wednesday. That was so lame. I'm sorry. Oh boy. Okay. Can everyone say bye?
Boy.
You say bye?
No.
No, Jack's not gonna say bye. All right.
All right.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.